Okay, dear students, the next important concept for the point of your examination is differences between ideal and non-ideal solutions. So we have differences between ideal and non-ideal solutions. The first one is, see, this column is what the serial number. This is the points of ideal solutions, and these are what different points of non-ideal solutions. Let us go to the first point of ideal solution is, we know that ideal solutions are the solutions which obeys the Raoult's law of the entire range of temperature and concentration. So that means what it obeys the Raoult's law, then we can according to Raoult's law we know that PA that is equal to PA naught into XA and the PB that is equal to PB naught into XA. But if you consider non-ideal solutions, means we know that non-ideal solutions are the solutions which can show you or which will not obey the Raoult's law over an entire range of concentration and temperature. So that means what it is not obeys the Raoult's law means what the partial vapor pressure of solvent is not equal to PA naught and XA, and partial vapor pressure of solute PB that is not equal to PB naught and XB. It is the first difference. So once again I will tell you, it is very important. Come to the second one. We know that during the preparation of ideal solution, no heat is liberated or absorbed. So that means what? Delta H mixing value that is equal to what is that? 0. So that means what? It is not an exothermic reaction and it is not an endothermic. So what will happen? Delta H mixing that is equal to what is that? 0. But in case of non-ideal solutions, we know that the non-ideal solutions are showing a positive deviation. These are having a higher value of delta H. So that means what? It is an endothermic reaction. It is not equal to 0. In case of the solution showing a negative deviation, so these are less than 0 means what? It is negative. It is an exothermic reaction. So that means what? Then also it is not equal to 0. So from that what we can write non-ideal solutions for that delta H mixing that is not equal to 0. You should write the expressions for this. And delta V mixing that is equal to 0. So that means what? Volume neither increases nor decreases while you are going to mix the two components that solute and solvent. But in case of this, what is happening? Sometimes it is increases, volume is increases. Sometimes volume will become decreases. So that means what? It is sometimes it will become positive value, sometimes it will become negative value means what? Then also it is not equal to what is that 0. So non-ideal solutions showing non-ideal solutions having delta V mixing value is not equal to 0. Come to this, according to Dalton's law of partial pressure, PS, the total vapor pressure of a solution that is equal to the sum of the partial vapor pressure of the solutes and the solvents. So this should be old school. So say this is what ideal solutions. But if we consider non-ideal solutions, this won't obeys the Dalton's law of partial pressure. So it means what? The total vapor pressure of a solution, it is not equal to the sum of the vapor pressure of the solute and the vapor pressure of the solvent. So this is what non-ideal solution. And in case of this AB solution, if you consider solute is B and the solvent is A, once again I will tell you. If you consider solute is B and the solvent is A, then what we know that in case of ideal solutions means AB interactions. That means what? Solute to solvent interaction are similar to the AA interaction means solvent to solvent interaction, and the BB interaction means what? Solute to solute interaction. So already I have given you in the characteristics of ideal solutions. For the ideal solutions, we know that solute to solute interaction that is equal to the solvent solvent interaction, and that is also equal to the solute and the solvent interaction in the solution. So that is what I expressed in terms of AB. A is solvent, B is solute. So that means what? AB interactions are similar to the AA interactions and the BB interactions. But if we consider non-ideal solutions are different. That means what? AB interactions are different from AA interaction and BB interactions. So I have given reasons also. AB interaction it is less in case of positive deviation. AB interaction is higher in case of negative deviation. Now the next concept of ideal solution that each components are and the solution obeys the Raoult's law at all concentration and temperature. There is only condition that only solution should obey the Raoult's law, but solid should not obey. It is not like that. If you want to say there is an ideal solution means both the components, all the components present in the solution should obey the Raoult's law over the entire range of temperature and concentration. But that is not like that. No one component in that solution should obey the Raoult's law. No one solute and solvent should obey the Raoult's law. Means what? If there is a non-ideal solution means both the solutes and the solvent should not obey the Raoult's law. So this is what non-ideal solution. In addition to this, we can able to say number of examples. The diluted solutions are ideal solutions. The concentrated solutions are non-ideal solutions. And if you consider ideal solutions, particles having the same size, same shape, did you got what I'm telling? So this is all about the next up, but you should know these 6 points. Once again, I will tell you, these are very, very important. Very, very important. Come to the next one. It is what differences between non-ideal solutions showing positive and negative deviations. Okay, dear students, the next concept is differences between non-ideal solutions showing positive and negative deviations. So it is sometimes important to remember this. So we know that the differences between ideal solutions and non-ideal solutions. But now we have non-ideal solutions difference with positive deviation, negative deviation. Now differences between non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation and negative deviation. Come to the first one. Non-ideal solutions showing positive deviations. So in this column, and in this column I will consider non-ideal solutions showing negative deviation. Look at it. Positive means what? PA value should be greater than PA naught and XA, and PB that is greater than PB naught and XA. PA that is less than PA naught and XA, and PB that is less than PB naught and XB. If you know the characteristic properties of non-ideal solutions showing positive and negative deviation, then you can also write delta H mixing that is greater than 0 means it is a endothermic reaction. Delta H mixing that is less than 0 means it is a exothermic reaction. Delta V mixing that is greater than 0 means what? Volume is goes on increases. Delta V mixing that is less than 0 means what? Volume goes on decreases because of the molecules undergoes association. Here AB interactions are greater than AB interactions are greater. In case of this non-ideal solution showing positive deviation, AB interactions are lesser actually. AB interactions are lesser. Why? So because of if it is interaction is more, lesser number of molecules will go volatile state, lower will be vapor pressure. So for that, in case of positive deviation, AB interactions are lesser than AA interactions and BB interactions. We know that, and AB interactions are greater than from AA interactions and BB interactions. Okay, come to this graph. Look at it. This is what positive deviation graph. Actually, we know that according to Raoult's law, we know that like this, whatever the green lines are there, these are what the vapor pressure values are calculated from the Raoult's law. But what will happen because of AB interactions it is less, this will show, see this is what mole fraction of X1 means what? Solvent. Actually it should be like this, but what will happen? Its value is goes on increases like this. And its mole fraction value will be more, and its mole fraction value will be more. Look at here. This is what the total vapor pressure of value that is calculated from the Raoult's law. But what is happening here? Look at the blue line. Look at here. What is happening? The vapor pressure is goes on, increases here. But look at here. So these are what the values are calculated from the green lines are these are from the Raoult's law. But what is happening here? This is having mole fraction of, as the pressure increases, mole fraction of solvent increases. As the pressure increases, mole fraction of the solute decreases. That means what? It should be this much, but what is happening here? It is less. So it means what? This can be able to show lesser value of vapor pressure. So this is what? Positive deviation, and it is what? Negative deviation. My dear, these concepts are very, very important one. You should know this very, very well. Did you got this? Okay. Come to the next one. It is that the concept of colligative property. So in the Latin, co means what? Together. Ligate means what? To bind. To bind. So solutions have many properties. In addition to that, the properties of a solution, it is not depends on nature, composition, structure of solute particles. The property of a solution is not depends on what is that shape, nature, structure of solute particles, but it depends mainly on the number of solute particles. So that type of property is called as what? Colligative property. It is very, very important concept. So we will have mainly 4 colligative properties. Those colligative in that 4 colligative properties you will get minimum one problem in the part D, 4th point. My dears, once again I will define that colligative property. Colligative property is a property of solutions. It is a property of solutions which is depends only on the what is that number of solute particles, but not depends on the nature of solute particle, composition of solute particle, shape of solute particle, structure of solute particle, like that. Then those properties are called as what? Colligative properties. So in your syllabus, there are 4 main colligative properties are there. Once again I will tell you, there are 4 main colligative properties are there. Which are those? Means relative lowering of vapor pressure of the solvent. Next, elevation of boiling point of the solvent. Next, depression of the freezing point of the solvent. Next, osmotic pressure of the solution. So these are 4 important colligative properties. Again I will tell you which are those. Means what? Relative lowering of vapor pressure of a solvent is the first one. Elevation in the boiling point of the solvent is the second one. Depression in the freezing point of the solvent is the third one. The next one is what? Osmotic pressure of a solution. What is that? Osmotic pressure of a solution. So in the next class we will discuss in detail of this what is that colligative properties. Thank you.